Hey, what's up, y'all? And we're back with another 2024 college football team preview and prediction. And up today, we do have the Penn State Nittany Lions. So last year, you did go 10-2 in the regular season, with your only losses being to Ohio State and Michigan. And then you did lose to Ole Miss in your bowl game. But anyway, so now then, yes, so you do return your quarterback, Drew Alar or Aller, or anyway. So note that the last year, Penn State fans just really thought that they were getting a huge upgrade over Sean Clifford, who had been starting at Penn State for a long time. So anyway, so yes, Drew Lar was a 5-star in the class of 2022. He's a 5-star or at least a high 4-star. But anyway, so he's got all of the good measurables. He's big and tall. He's got a big arm. He's got some mobility. He did have 200 rush yards last year. So, and 4 touchdowns. So anyway, but through the air, he really was not any better than Sean Clifford. So you threw for like 2,600 yards, completed about 60% of his passes, 6.8 yards per attempt. That's pretty poor. And but good news is, we did have 25 touchdowns to only 2 interceptions. So, but anyway, obviously you'd like to see that that total yards and yards per attempt and completion percentage be better. So, but anyway, so now so then the backup looks like it's gonna be Bo Pribula. And of course, last year, of course, he didn't do much in the passing game. He came in during mop-up duty, but he did play a significant role in the running game, as they would bring him in to run the ball in certain packages, like red zones and stuff. Use him as like a wildcat quarterback, and he did have like 300 something rush yards and 6 rushing touchdowns. So, and anyway, so yes, now your running backs. Yes, I do like your running game. Yes, you do have bring back Katron Allen was your leading rusher last year. Did have 700 something yards. Uh, um, or like 800. About 800 yards. And then and 6 touchdowns. You do also bring back Nicholas Singleton, who only had 700 something rush yards. But he did also have 300 receiving yards. So he had 8 rushing touchdowns, 2 receiving touchdowns. That's 10 total touchdowns, and 1,000 total yards. So, of course, Nick Singleton was the number 1 running back in the 2022 class. So, and now looking at your receivers, yes, you do lose your top receiver, Keandre Lambert-Smith, and you do lose 1 or 2 tight ends, Theo Johnson, to the NFL. So, yes, Keandre Lambert-Smith at the transfer portal went to Auburn. Why, I don't know. Anyway, but you do bring back your top tight ends, Tyler Warren, and then yes, you did also lose Dante Cephas to the transfer portal. Anyway, so wide receivers, yes, you do bring back Harrison Wallace and Liam Clifford. Let's see, Omari Evans. So yeah, those guys are gonna have to step up. But you did get wide receiver Julian Fleming from Ohio State. So, yes, that's huge. Just being able to pull a starting wide receiver from Ohio State out of the portal. So, and then let's see. Yes, and you do also get a freshman as the number 1 tight end in the 24 class, Luke Reynolds. So, and then, so anyway, so now your offense last year did score 36 points a game and 400 yards per game. So that's not terrible. I mean, yes, your off. Guess the problem was your offense just didn't show up when you played Ohio State and Michigan. But I mean, those were both elite defenses. So, but anyway, you were able to move the ball well against a lot of the lesser teams that you played. So anyway, so now let's go and take a look at your defense last year. Yes, top 3 defense last year. You were number 3 in scoring defense, behind only Michigan and Ohio State. You were 2nd in total defense, yards per game, behind only Michigan. So and you had the best run defense in college football. Only like 75 yards per game allowed. So yeah, you could not run against this Penn State defense. So anyway, but yeah, you do lose your defensive coordinator, Manny Diaz. He did take the head coach job, replacing Mike Elko, who went to Texas A&M. So, but anyway, so that'll be something to keep an eye on, as you do have a new DC. So now you do lose 3 starters on your defense. You do lose defensive end Adissa Isaac, who did have 7.5 tackles last year. You lose linebacker Curtis Jacobs and cornerback Kalen King. And now, of course, you do bring back defensive tackle Devon Ellies and defensive end Danny Dennis Sutton, defensive end Sariah Fisher. You do bring back linebacker Kobe King, Abdul Carter, Dominic DeLuca. Let's see, you do bring back your top tackler, safety Kevin Winston Jr., bring back safety Jalen Reed, cornerback Johnny Dixon, and cornerback Cam Miller. So, and then yeah. So then you went to the transfer portal to get some cornerbacks. I mean, you did lose. He wasn't a starter, but one of your backup corners, Daquan Hardy. So the losses of King and Hardy. But out of the transfer portal, you did get good cornerbacks. A.J. Harris from Georgia and Jalen Kimber from Florida. But he also used to play at Georgia. So, but anyway, so now let's go ahead and take a look at your schedule now. So anyway, so you do start off against at West Virginia, and yes, I do think West Virginia will be a decent team this year, but not good enough to beat you. I've got you beating West Virginia again. So, and after that, you do play Bowling Green, and I mean, that's obviously a win. You'll just completely demolish them. And then after that, you do play, well, you get your first bye week, and then after that, you've got Kent State, same thing as Bowling Green. I mean, you should just destroy them. And then after that, you play Illinois, and I mean, Illinois is not any good. That should be an easy win. And then after that, you've got UCLA. They got a new coach after Chip Kelly left in the middle of the night to be the offensive coordinator of Ohio State. So I think you promoted like they promoted like their running backs coach to head coach. Yes, they had a lot of their players hit the portal. So yeah, UCLA is not going to be any good this year. So that's a win. And then after that, so when your schedule gets a little bit harder, so you do have to play at Southern Cal, and yeah, of course, Southern Cal has no defense. You should have no problem moving the ball and scoring on them. Until they prove otherwise. Yes, until Lincoln Riley proves otherwise. I think that your defense will match up well with USC, and that really will be the key in this game. So yes, I think you will beat USC, and that takes you into your second bye week, and you come out of that, and you're at Wisconsin, and this is a trap game right before you play Ohio State, and we've seen crazier things happen. But yes, I do have you getting upset at Wisconsin. Think that they are one of the few teams on your schedule that can match your physicality. So, but anyway, and then after that, you do play Ohio State, and I just can't pick you to beat Ohio State until I do. James Franklin has one win against Ohio State. He's winless against Ryan Day. So yes, I think that you will lose to Ohio State again. And then after that, you do play Washington, and Washington's going to be terrible this year. I know that they just went to the national championship, but they're losing half the team. They're losing Michael Penix and all those receivers. They lose a ton on defense. So yeah, I think that you will get the dub against UW. So, and then after that, you do play at Purdue, and yes, I expect you to beat Purdue. They're not going to be any good. And then at Minnesota, same thing. And then you finish up against Maryland. They're all right, but they do lose to his little brother, Talia Tungavailoa. There's not going to be very good. So yes, I do have you beating Maryland. Okay, so that does put your record at 10-2, and 6-2 in the Big Ten. So yeah, not enough to make the uh, uh, the Big Ten title game. But you'll probably make it into the 12-team playoff. So, but anyways, let me know what y'all think in the comments below. Give me your record prediction for Penn State. And thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all again next time.